Nominee for Section 2 Soccer Game of the Year. The Schalmont Sabres girls team won a state championship in 2011, and every fall season since, they've been ranked among the top teams in New York in Class B. In fact, the first edition of the soccer rankings were just released, and the unbeaten Sabres are firmly planted at #1. Of course, they were also #1 last year, when they were abruptly bounced from the section tournament by Voorheesville. And this year, the Blackbirds, like Schalmont, are undefeated. Voorheesville is ranked 9th in the state. And get this, Schalmont and Voorheesville have combined to beat their competition this season by a total score of 85-3. Late in the second half tonight, the Sabres were down 3 and time was running out. That's when junior Alexis Horwedel finds herself behind the goalie. Her shot hits the crossbar and deflects in. Sabres celebrate as Horwedel ties the game at 4 with just over 9 minutes to play. The game would need overtime, and that's when senior captain Julia Rossi found herself with some open space in front of the box. She takes the shot and puts it into the top corner. The Sabres come from behind to pull off the thrilling 5-3 overtime win. And this game certainly helped live up to the hype. Brittany Devane was there, and what a scene, and a deserved celebration afterwards.
Yes, absolutely. I'll tell you what, it was worth all the bug bites I have all over my body right now, because it was a treat to be at that game. The Schalmont girls remember the day like it was yesterday, an early exit from the playoffs at the hands of the Blackbirds. Well, this time around, with an undefeated record on the line, the Sabres were determined to make sure they weren't on the losing side again, and on their home field at that.
No way. I know a ton of girls on that team from travel soccer and just from the capital region, and we couldn't lose again. I mean, they rubbed it in my face all year, and I'm just happy to get our revenge, and it's a big confidence booster coming up to the sectional tournament.
Every day. I mean, I think that when we go into practice, like, it's usually like our inspiration. We're always like, remember the game, like, remember what we had to do to get the goals, we had to just, yes, and it's just kind of our motivation.
When you see that ball go in the back of the net, what's going through your head?
I'm elated. Like, I was shaking. I was so excited. Everybody was so excited. I mean, it's just speechless, I guess.
So you could tell they had this game circled on their calendar. Yep. No problem getting up for this game, but the coach did mention afterwards, now you see how we're going to have to play every game from here on out. And she said that she doesn't think this will be the last time these two teams see each other. So hopefully we have this rematch again, because it is such a good rivalry between these two teams.
3 times. They met last year, with Schalmont winning both in the regular season, including one game 7-0, then lost in the sectional semis. So for Voorheesville, it shouldn't be hanging their heads. The bigger game probably is still to come.
Yes. So it was, you know, they'll have their revenge, I'm sure. They'll have their chance at revenge. But let's just keep this going, this rivalry going. Let's have 3 games, 3 more games. It was good, some good soccer tonight.
Voorheesville will have that one circled on the calendar.
Yes.
Come sectional time. All right, thanks very much, Brittany. Well, we have a few more girls' scores to tell you about. Schoharie beat Duanesburg 4-0. Carrie Crone netted a hat trick for the Indians, and Cahones outlasted Ichabod Crane by a final score of 2-1.